What is up, PokeMoshPit? This is WeedleTwineedle, and today we got a Narrator battle against Toxic7744. This is a really close battle, so let's get into it. So I'm going to leave my Glalie, and he's going to leave his Yanma. And right here, he switches out and goes out into his Typhlosion, predicting the taunt, and I predict the Hypnosis and go to my Rage Quit, so it was kind of a awkward double switch. But I see he has Choice Specs, and this is like the only time Frisk has been a useful ability to me. So I know Shadow Claw won't kill it, because I know Typhlosion has decent bulk stats to live a Shadow Claw, so a Destiny Bond, because I'd rather have a dead Beta, I'd rather have a dead Typhlosion and a dead Bayonet, so don't go with both. And the only way I really could kill it is that I got a crit. I know Shadow Claw has a high critical hit ratio, but I still wanted to kill it anyway, so I mean, I wanted to be safe, and that Typhlosion really was a threat, because I had nothing to really take a fire move. So he's going to bring in his Wailord, and I'm going to bring my Sigma. I know I can take one water move, so I'm going to stay in. He's going to go for the water spell, which tells me he's Choice Scarf, because one, Wailord's really slow, and two, it's, I don't know what I'm going to say, I forgot. Well, one, it's Scarf, so obviously it's Water Spout, so I hit my spikes, I switch in my Articuno. I didn't Death Water Glalie, because I'd rather save my Glalie for later, so I can explode on it, and, that'd be pretty great, because that Wailord is a threat to my team because I have nothing to really take a hit except for this Articuno. So he's giving it his Gastrodon, and I reveal a Roar to him, which means that he cannot safely switch in this stuff because I'll just roar it out. The main idea of this team was to get as much Energy Hazards up as possible and shuffle, and then have two late game sweepers, and have a spin blocker, which is my Bayonet, and yeah, so that's the main ideal of this team. It doesn't really work that well, since I have a major Stealth Rock weakness, but I try to cover that up with my Rapid Spinner, so yeah, I know I can outsell this Wailord because of pressure, so I'm not really afraid of this thing at all. And since he got the Spikes damage, I know that I can take a Water Spout better than I could before because of the little less HP. So I'm going to go for a Toxic, expecting to switch into Gastrodon, but he just doesn't switch it in. And I was about to go for a Toxic again, but I wanted to get my HP back at full in case he might bring in a Stealth Rocker, and in that case it'd be a very low HP. He brings in the Ampharos, however. I'm gonna go for the Roost because it's a good opportunity to. He really can't do anything, and as I said before, I want my max HP back. So I predict the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's obvious. I go to my Sand Slash. I'm not seeing lefties. It makes me think he's either a dual screener or he's Choice Specs. And seeing that he switched out, I'm thinking he's Choice Specs. So he predicts the Earthquake. That's a good play, and brings in his Yanma, and yeah, I'm gonna let my rocks. I don't know why he switched out. He could have predicted my switch into Articuno maybe, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna bring my Sigma, predicting the Toxic, and he does go for the Toxic, which is great because now it can actually explode on this thing or explode on something. But the biggest, how should I say it, boner kill happens here, and he has Protect, which I don't know. I don't see Protect on Gastrodon much at all, so that kind of caught me off guard. I thought I finally had him in a corner and I could just explode on him. And, yeah, he's gonna Protect, so I'm gonna bring my Manectric, and I know I thought he predicted HP Grass because I brought it in so suddenly, so, but he goes to the Protect. I actually would have done the same move, but I actually forgot about Protect when I brought my Manectric. I know, kinda stupid, but, you know, whatever. So it goes for the Toxic on my Articuno, and as you will see, my Articuno dies pretty soon, so the Toxic Miss really didn't matter, and plus it's only 70 accuracy, so it's shaky. So, his Yanma's out, and he's gonna go for an Air Slash. I more expected the Hypnosis, but yeah, he keeps on getting a Speed Boost, which tells me he might not have Hypnosis, because if you have Hypnosis, you might as well just run Compound Ice, because it's gonna give you more accuracy, so why wouldn't you? So, the Air Slash is doing quite a bit of damage too, so I'm assuming I'm gonna be modest, like, offensive lead, but I could be wrong. So, yeah, so I'm gonna get some leftovers, and he's going to bring in his, Tauros, which is the thing that is going to kill me with the return, and, is Choice Banded. After the Intimidate and all that stuff, he's gonna go for the return, and that's gonna easily take out my Articuno, because my Articuno does not have a lot of defense EVs, it only has 76, so it's not the strongest thing in the world, so it's gonna die to a return. So I'm gonna bring my Sand Slash, and I know that he's likely going to switch, so I think I go for I just go for the Earthquake to be safe, actually. But as you will see right now, I'm going to go for the Earthquake on the Wailord, which is going to almost, well, here I get a crit. Now, I am not sure if this crit mattered or not, But in case it did, I looked at his EVs. I mean, I looked at Wailord's base speed, and if he was modest, then he could not outspeed my guy that I have hidden. And if he has a speed boosting nature, then he wouldn't be able to kill me. So either way, it's a win-win situation. So I bring on my Manectric knowing he's likely going to go for the water move, and he does go for the water move, thank God. If he went for the earth power, I would have felt derped right there. So I'm going to go for the sub, but he protects, which is like lol, because I get the sub up, and now he realizes that he has to do something, and he has to do something fast. And I don't know why he didn't expect the HP grass, because my friend Jimmy, he's a good player normally, and I thought he might predict that, but I guess not, and he's gonna die to a HP grass. So down goes the Gastrodon to the HP grass, and that is an annoyance out of the way. So down goes the Gastrodon, and he's gonna bring in his Ampharos. I know a flamethrower won't take it out because I know Ampharos too well, and they can take flamethrowers really well. I mean, not flamethrowers, special attacks in general pretty well. So I know flamethrower won't kill, even though at the range of its HP it looks like it will, but it doesn't. And I'm assuming since he might be choice specs, he's probably running some defensive EVs because Ampharos really can't outspeed that much. So unless it gets agility, I think in 5th gen it gets agility, but I could be wrong. So I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt, and the screen went black there for a second. I don't know what that's all about, but it did. So normally it doesn't happen, so I'm kind of confused, but okay. So he's gonna bring in his Tauros, and I leave my Manectric as Death Fodder because one, I need to see what move he locks himself into. If he goes for the return, then I can bring in my Sand Slash, finish off the game, and if he goes for Earthquake, I can bring my Charizard. But luckily I get the Static, which has a 30% chance of happening, so it's quite likely. So I can bring in my Charizard, which he hasn't seen yet, and kill him off with the Specs Air Slash, and that's going to be a good game. Toxic7744. So that was a great game. If you like this video, check out my channel. Check out his channel. We both play NU, so it's pretty cool. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to PokeMoshPit and me, and I'll check you all later. Bye.